Alright, what's up YouTube? It's me, your boy Jackson, back again with another video, and I'm kind of fucked up right now with the DXM and some other shit, but yeah, I'm gonna try to make this video. I'm really fucking stressed out right now because I have a lot of shit on my plate. Like, I just got back to regular school, and this shit is so ass. Oh my god, I hate this shit so bad. I honestly, like, this shit is sucking the soul out of me, bro. I actually hate this fucking, like, real school bullshit. Like, anyway, but before we get into today's video, go check out my boy Crollo. He is dropping some new music. I know he just dropped a new song, and yeah, he'll be in the intro for this video. I hope I can get this video out by the normal time on Wednesday at 4:20, to those of you who know. And yeah, hopefully I can get it out on time. I have I have to work a shit ton this week, so I'm not even 100% sure I'll be able to get it out. I'm probably going to have to stay up super late editing this if I do, and if I pop a Xan, I'll probably black out and forget about doing it, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, anyway, without any further ado, let's get right into the video.
Get to the money, I tell you right now, I needed a tutor cool. Had a falling out with the niggas who said they was part of my group. I look in the mirror, I look in my eyes, I look at my soul like, who is you? Niggas who said they had my bed, turned and ran on me like, who?
But yeah, it's crazy to me because these stories took place over a year ago. I mean, this was like right after I got expelled and was like going to Ace in person. And yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's when this story takes place. This takes place about October of last year. Yeah, I mean, about a year. And at this point, I was definitely expelled. I was at Ace at this point. And this is when I was biking to my homie Mac's house, like every single night pretty much. At least 3 nights a week, I was biking like 4 miles to his house to go get fucked up and then go back home. This was a very fun era of my life. I mean, I was dead-ass biking like on school nights to his house to go get fucked up and then come back. Because I didn't have to be at school until like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I could fucking sleep in until, like when I got home, like really early in the morning, I could sleep in and then fucking wake up and go to school and be fine. So, I mean, this was like actually perfect timing whenever I was doing this. But, I mean, I haven't done this in over like almost a year now. I haven't really biked anywhere. And to be fair, I only have a couple stories about me biking that are newer. I mean, I really didn't bike that much after, like, I got shunned at the window. Like, he told me, like, he didn't want to come out and get fucked up tonight. He wanted to go to bed. So, I biked all that way for nothing. But yeah, that's pretty much why I don't bike anywhere anymore. It's kind of just a waste of time when I could be picked up. But yeah, anyway, so I just got hella off topic. That's my bad. But yeah, to get back to the story, this takes place in October of last year. And yeah, so it pretty much it went down how it went down every single time. I was on my shitty trap phone, and I texted Mac, and I said, yo, you want me to pull up? I'll bike. And I got some AUK. And either that or I was going to go steal some, one of the two. And yeah, at this point, I'd already secured myself a bottle. And I texted him, this was like at 9, this is probably like 9:40. I text him and I say, yo, you want me to pull up tonight? And he's like, yeah, bet. And I was like, okay, bet. So I grab like these muscle relaxers that I had. It was methocarbamol. And for those of you who don't know what like skeletal muscle relaxers do, they just pretty much like sedate you. I mean, that's like why I was nodding off at the family dinner, but that's a different kind of muscle relaxer. That was fucking cyclobenzapine. This shit was a methocarbamol. And if you mix it with alcohol, you can get pretty fucked up off muscle relaxers as long as you combine them with something else. You combine it with like another drug, you can get super fucked up. And yeah, we did that like that night. We did fucking methocarbamol, and we drank fucking Parrots Bay. And so I was texting him, and I was like, yo, I got us like some pills, and I got us some fucking AUK. And he's like, all right, bet. Because at this point, this is like where we were just doing anything we could get our hands on. We would do dip if we got our hands on that shit, dude, just to get our nicotine fix. And so yeah, I get ready. I grab my bike, and I grab my fucking backpack, and I stage everything to where like it's ready to go for whenever I need it. And I mean, I'd done this many times before. I just left my bike in the upper garage. That way I could like get to it really easily. And I just left all my shit like pre-packed in my bag in my fucking closet. That way I didn't have to pack it, and I could just go right out the window. And yeah, so I'm sneaking out my window. I climb down it and everything just fine. Go grab my bike, and I stand up next to the house again just to text them and make sure it's okay to come. And because I didn't have Wi-Fi on this trap phone. This was a fucking, like, there's no SIM card in this bitch. So I was leaning up against the fucking, like, area where there was Wi-Fi so I could text him. And he's like, yeah, pull up. So yeah, after I get everything ready, I go back inside, and I grabbed the bottle of Parrot Bay, and I went to my stash, and I grabbed the methocarbamol. And yeah, I set out on my way. I put everything in my bag, and I put a fucking layer of like tissue paper, or not tissue paper, but like toilet paper into the fucking bottle, so that way like the pills wouldn't rattle around whenever they like were moving. That's like a little pro tip for you guys. But yeah, anyway, so Put everything in my backpack, and I put the alcohol in there. And this, I'm talking about, like, this is a handle of Parrot Bay. This bitch was humongous. I had brought this bottle, like the same bottle. We hadn't drinking it all. I brought it over to Mac's house probably fucking 11 times, probably at least 11 times, and we still didn't finish that bitch. That bitch was definitely like a gallon. There was a ton. There was a ton of fucking Parrot Bay rum. It was a shit ton. And yeah, so after I finished getting everything ready, I climbed back out my window with this huge ass backpack full of kinds of goodies for the night. And yeah, I start going down my driveway. My neighbor's dogs are barking real loud, and I'm just fucking pedaling by them and shit. And make it to the main road, and I start my journey. And thank God I had my fucking like MP3 player. I deadass had like a music player when I got my phone taken, so I could like listen to it, like music and shit. And I had my headphones and everything, so I was chilling in that department. Like, I was fine. And, yeah, so I biked the fucking 40 minutes to get to Mac's house, right? And, yeah, I get there at about, like, I want to say probably 11:20, maybe a little bit earlier is when I got there. And I immediately go into his basement, and, yeah, he's sitting down there, and me and him are like, yo, what's up? And we're talking, because at this point, I hadn't seen him in, like, 3 or 4 days. Yes, we were hyped as hell to see each other, and I bust out the bottle, and we just immediately get to drinking. And we immediately pop the pills, too. I pull them out, and we each pop, like, 2 or 3 of them, and like these little methylcarbamol pills. And I asked when they were going to kick in. I said probably about 45 minutes, but this alcohol might make it kick in faster. And so we just start chugging Parrot Bay while fucking playing with this little basketball thing he had in his basement. And I was fucking, like, I connected to the Wi-Fi at his house, and I was just on my, like, Snapchat and shit, taking pictures, and I was fucking, we were just doing some fuck shit, playing music real loud in his fucking basement. And we were just doing all this fun-ass shit. And, like, I think he, like, got texted by his mom or some shit, like, for us to be quiet. And this would happen a lot. Like, they would know I'd come over and shit, and, like, we'd do some fuck shit, but they would never say anything to me. To be respectful, we turned it off, and we went upstairs, and we each got a cigarette, and he just handed me the box. But I didn't know this. He grabbed them out of his mom's purse. He just jugged his mom's cigarettes, and he handed me one, and we went out on the porch, and we smoked, like, fucking 2 cigarettes, like some homeless bums. Anyway, I fuck with cigarettes, I'll be honest. Like, even though that sounds weird, I haven't really met a cigarette that I don't like other than, like, fucking Montegos. Like, I'll smoke cigarettes. I like the buzz, and I only have to smoke 1 cigarette. Like, if I'm ripping Nick, dude, I gotta rip Nick all day. I hate that shit. But if I'm smoking cigs, I just smoke 1 or 2 a day, and I'm fine all day. Anyway, so, yeah, we finished smoking these cigarettes, and the alcohol has already hit. Like, me and him are stumbling around like a bunch of drunk idiots at this point. And this is about, like, 20, 30 minutes after that happened, after, like, we finished drinking and everything. And we drank a pretty sizable amount from the bottle. I mean, we drank a lot. And I put it back in my bag after we go back downstairs, and we're just watching fucking YouTube, playing music, and doing all this other shit. And this, like, he thinks his mom's coming downstairs, so I have to go in this, like, little closet and hide for a second, because I wasn't really supposed to be over there. Like, they didn't know I was over there or anything. Like, I guess they just thought he was being loud by himself in the basement. And he's like, yeah, you gotta hide. And so I hide in there, and I got this fucking bottle next to me. I had this entire big-ass pill bottle, because we put the pill bottle in this small closet. That way, if his mom walked down, she wouldn't see it. Even though, like, his mom knew he drank and smoked weed and shit. Like, she walked downstairs one time, and we were all just fucking down there smoking weed. There was a fucking bowl on the table and shit, and his mom saw it, and she didn't say a word. Yeah, Mac's schizo ass was wrong. His mom was not coming downstairs. So I hopped back out of the room I was in, and we go back to what we were doing. And at this point, this is like an hour after we had taken the pills, and they were definitely hitting, because, dude, I was so fucked up. I deadass had to lay down on the floor for like 20 to 30 minutes and just start drinking water to feel better. And after a while, I drank a little bit more alcohol and drank a little bit more water and popped 1 more methylcarbamol pill, and he popped 1 more. And at this point, we had taken all of them. We had taken fucking... I think we had taken like fucking 15 of them, dude. We had taken like a shit ton each. We had taken a lot, like way too much. And we were super fucked up. And we were laying on the floor of his basement, like listening to music. We were like really fucked up to move. And like we were just sitting there. And yeah, muscles were fucking relaxed, I guess you could say. And time comes for me to get on my bike and go home, and I really don't want to. I'm dreading this bike ride. I know it's going to suck ass. I'm drunk. My muscles aren't really working how they're supposed to, and I'm really fucking loopy. And so I go back out the window, and and Mac follows me out, and we would always fucking walk up to the fucking sign, like his fucking neighborhood road sign and shit. That way, like, and then he would walk back to his house. It's like a little nice gesture, I guess. And yeah, so we do that this night, and we're just walking my bike, and we're ripping Nick at this point. Because we smoked cigarettes earlier, and he had Nick. I don't know why we were smoking cigarettes. I guess it's just because we were drunk, which is like a very fun activity if you're drunk. If you haven't tried smoking cigarettes while you're drunk, try that shit. It's awesome. Anyway, so Yeah, we're walking all the way up to his fucking, we're walking all the way up to his fucking, like, neighborhood sign and shit, like this big ass thing. And, my fucking knees are buckling and shit as I'm walking with this bike, and we're ripping Nick, and my head's spinning, and all of a sudden my knees are buckling, and they almost, like, fucking collapse. And I, like, kind of fall down for a second, and Max starts laughing, and then his ass falls down too in the grass. And we sat there for a minute just laughing at each other, and we were like, not even stoned at this at all. We were, like, the drunkenness was wearing off, but the muscle relaxers were still kicking. So me and him bust out the bottle in the grass. We're sitting in the grass in the middle of the fucking, like, people could fucking see us if they looked out their window. Just too bad it was like 3 a.m. and shit, and nobody was looking out their window, because that would have been a fucking sight to see. Just two fucking tough little kids like drinking alcohol on their lawn. But yeah, anyway, so I take like 3-4 swigs out of the bottle, just enough to get me right for the ride home, and I hand him the bottle, and he drinks a little bit out of it, and we finish like walking all the way up. Like, we stand back up after we finish laughing, and we walk all the way to the fucking neighborhood sign, just fine, ripping Nick, and I dap him up and I say, yeah, I'll see you soon. And he's like, yeah, bet, we can probably kick it like in like the next 2-3 days. And I was like, all right, bet, I'm down. And like, meanwhile, like, I didn't say it as like coherently as I sounded, just because like I'm sobering up right now, and like I'm speaking clearly. I'm speaking way clearly, and I've had to like go back and re-edit and re-record like majority of this story because I was fucked up at the beginning of it and I couldn't really record or remember the details. But yeah, I'm fine now. Anyway, so I get back on my bike, and I'm biking home, and my legs really aren't working how they're supposed to. Like, I'm coming around to this big curve, and you have to go uphill, and then you go downhill a pretty good ways on the way back, which is nice. And on the way there, that would have sucked to go up while I was fucked up. And so I'm riding down this way, and I start losing momentum, and I can't really figure out why. And I never did figure out why I was like losing momentum going down that hill. I was just really fucked up. I might have been dragging my feet across the ground, like, but I was just too fucked up to notice. And so I finished going down this hill, and I bike all the way back home. But the real problem occurs like when I try to go put my bike back up, because like I'm still tingling inside. My entire body's like still fucked. I took way too many fucking muscle relaxers. Drank way too much alcohol, and I'm stumbling back up to the office to go put my bike back. And I'm being loud as fuck. Like, I knocked over like a shit ton of spray paint, and I knocked over like all this other shit, and I had to pick it up in the dark. And, yeah, so I didn't wake anybody up, but when I tried to climb back in my window, like, my fucking arm, like, I couldn't really get my arm really good on the seal, like, the windowsill to, like, climb back up into it. And, cause, like, I was really, like, my muscles were relaxed. Like, I couldn't really use my arms as well as I could. Like, I didn't have the cognitive function that, like, a sober person would have. And, so... Oh, I didn't really mind, but I just climbed back, like, I'd fucking maneuver myself back up in the window. I don't know how I fucking did it. But, yeah, I just get back in the window, even though my entire body's fucked and it's not working. And, yeah, I made it home safely. Nobody found out. Put the alcohol back where I had it stashed. And on the way home, I forgot to mention this, but the methocarbamol, I peeled the label off, like, because it was in a pill bottle marked methocarbamol. It was like a script bottle. And so I fucking peeled the script off. I set the fucking script on fire. That way, like, it burns it, nobody finds it. And I throw that pill bottle, like, on the side of the road. And I fucking passed that pill bottle on the way to school, like, the fucking next morning. Like, we were driving by that, like, house where I threw it at. And we were driving by it, and it was still there. I mean, like, nobody had touched it or anything. And I haven't seen it, like, since. Like, the day after that this story takes place is, like, the last time I saw it. Like, I didn't see it on the way back later that day or anything. So I guess somebody just fucking took that bottle. And, well, I mean, there was shit in there. Like, it looks like a full pill bottle from, like, far away, because the top was still on it. And there might have been, like, 1 or 2 methacarbamols in there. But I was fucked up, and I was done with them, dude. I didn't want to look at those little fuckers anymore. They really fucked me up. But, yeah, anyway, so, moral of the story, don't bike fucking 4 miles off muscle relaxers and alcohol back to your house and then go back in the window. But, yeah, anyway, there really was no moral to the story. I didn't get caught. I didn't learn a lesson. I got away with it. And, that's great. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of pissed right now. Cause I got all this like shit, like, and all these fucking assignments and everything due. But I'd much rather like come on here and express myself and make a video for you guys. And I just want to say thank you for all the love and support. This shit is really fucking awesome. I love making videos. And I wanted to put a live intro in, but my cart just died. And like completely empty. Both of the boutiques that I had were empty. And I bought them bitches like 2 weeks ago, which is honestly insane. Anyway, I want to cop another cart soon, but I'm going to try to actually go on a tea break again, even like the one I tried to do at the beginning of September that lasted like all of an hour before I hit the pen again, bro. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try to like smoke way less. That way, like my tolerance goes down because I'm just not having like the best time anymore when I smoke. Like I got this bud right now. It's pretty good bud, but I don't. It just doesn't make me high. Like I'm just not really getting high anymore. Any other fucking substance I consume, like any other sub, will get me fucked up. Anything but weed. I've just done weed too much, bro. I have smoked weed every single day, probably fucking at least like 8 or 9 times a day for the past 3 years. And yeah, I mean, it's not fun for me, and it was always a fun thing for me, and I don't want to do something that's not going to be fun for me, and I gotta be fucked up while I make these videos, or else they're not as entertaining, for one, and two, like, weed is a big part of who I am. So, like, it's not that I'm like the stoner personality, it's just it has like shaped me and helped me become like who I am in a positive way. And I'm forever grateful in that. I'm not quitting weed. I am just taking, like, how I referred to it in one of my previous videos as, like, a sabbatical. I'm going to try to, like, smoke, like, way less and just consume way less overall. But I'm still going to be consuming. Like, I'm about to buy these edibles in, like, 2-3 days. And they're going to be hit. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope I can get it out on time, Wednesday at 4:20. And, yeah, see you guys in the next one.